Oh, God. You can't tell us what to... Man, say what you're going to say.
Okay.
Start with number 1. Shit. Something small. Come on, man.
My thing just says work. This week, we were off on Monday, where we were told that we needed to go to work on Tuesday and that we would work at school until Friday. Of course, all that changed. So we get to work on Tuesday. We're given our directions about how we need to prepare things for our students to do at home, which I don't know how 5-year-olds do online learning, but whatever. And I had spent 6 hours on Sunday creating this entire drive full of activities and worksheets and things for the parents to do at home because I anticipated this as I was watching the rest of the world close down their schools for months.
You mean you're using your power to see into the future?
Duh, that's what I do.
Really?
Hello.
You finally admit to the fact that your glasses let you see into the future?
Duh. So I get to work on Tuesday. All of this work that I did on Sunday, our team is ready because I did all of this stuff already. I took the planners, I did all the worksheets, put them in their appropriate folders so the teachers could have access to everything. And then I'm called in for my feedback from my observation. My principal saw me for 40 minutes in the entire time I've worked in the school and decided that I don't speak Spanish and therefore I can't teach my students.
Okay, honestly, don't you think...
That's just a lie now.
No. Don't you think that the decision was made before you were called in?
Abso-stinking-lutely.
But it wasn't, it had nothing to do with...
It had nothing to do with the
language.
observation.
No, I don't think it had anything to do with language.
I don't know either.
This was a decision that they made much like last year.
Yeah.
This was just a decision that they made and she was just informing you.
Yeah. And so I left the meeting and went and cleaned out my classroom. Now, I'm not fired. I still have a job. I'm just going to be moved to a different place, different classroom.
Essentially, you're fired.
No, I'm not. I still have to go to work every
It's
day.
like you were impeached without being removed from office.
No.
No.
She can't do the job anymore. She's doing a whole nother job.
Right. I'm still teaching. I'm just not teaching.
If you want to think of it, in terms that would make sense, it would be more like a demotion.
Yeah, I was absolutely.
I've been demoted
Yep.
from one kind of teacher to another kind of teacher, kind of thing. If that's what you need to do to understand it.
Right. Anyway, it goes. I'm still going to work till the end of the year, until the end of my contract. Still going to get paid.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. And that's it.
The whole getting paid thing is now up in the air.
Yeah, that's just really. I hadn't heard anything about that until last
And that's
night.
not just you.
No, it's the whole country.
That's everybody now.
Yeah. So I still have loads of work to do because it's my job and it was my job before. And it's not fair to give it to the person who's taking over my classroom. But I'm no longer teaching kindergarten. So there you go.
So you're off of work. Why?
Why am I off of work?
Yeah, why aren't you going to work right now? You're
Because
in Mexico. You're not in the United States.
Because the whole world is shut.
No. That's not why. We are not.
Okay.
Things are not happening in Mexico because of the whole world.
No. Okay,
Why?
so
What's going on?
there is a fear of the spread of the COVID-19 virus because of cultural norms here.
You think that's what it is?
Yes. They've watched how it's spread in Italy and France and Spain, and Mexico has a very similar culture where they're very together, they hug and kiss at every meeting and every goodbye. They're very touchy-feely people. And in order to stop that from happening, they're telling people to stay home and keep the kids out of the school. You do not need gel. Guys, soap and water works just fine.
This is antibacterial para manos. This is for your hands. You better open this up. There you go. Come on, you want some?
No. I use soap and water.
Yeah, me too.
I know, but
I don't need gel.
yeah, you do need gel.
I don't need gel. No,
You need
neither
gel.
do you. You need soap and water. You don't even need hot water. You just need soap and water.
I think it's hilarious that people bought out the antibacterial gels and left the soap.
You stupid
Oh,
asses. It's
what?
soap.
Also, why do all these people need to tell you to wash your hands?
Because people don't wash their hands.
What the frick is wrong
Now,
with you?
I get the whole don't touch your face situation. Women who wear makeup every day, they already don't touch their face. But that's not the norm. People touch their faces constantly.
I think we need a counter. Maybe I'll put a counter on this thing and count how many times each one of us touches our faces.
That's a good idea.
Because, you know,
We do it a lot.
I do it. I know I do it a lot because I'm always
I do it a
doing
lot
this.
too.
Yeah, this is part of your face.
I forgot about that.
There's one right there.
See?
Yeah, that's what my nose is itching.
But we all do
And I
it.
can't scratch it without touching it.
Right.
Be like,
But we all
that
scratch
doesn't.
our face.
That's far less satisfying.
We all touch our face.
And then you got your glasses.
Right.
And mine
And
are
the
dirty.
glasses need to be
Dirty
clean.
right now.
Like-
oh.
We focus so much about don't touch things, you know, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. But when was the last time you cleaned your phone?
You ever notice that if you say don't touch your face, all you want to do is touch your face?
When was the last time?
Everything starts to itch. You start to feel every little thing.
When was the last time you
Gone
cleaned
on.
your iPad? When was the last time you cleaned your keyboard and your
When was
mouse?
the last time I cleaned my iPad? This morning.
See? But when was the last time you washed your glasses with soap and water?
I don't. I never do.
I've never
But
washed
those
these.
germs are on there.
I haven't washed these since I got them.
I'm a weirdo because I can't see. So I
Wait
wear
a
my
minute.
glasses
so
in the
not
shower.
seeing makes you a weirdo?
No.
That's the thing?
I wear
don't
my
think that's the
glasses
thing.
in the shower because I can't see.
Okay, you notice how loud you are right now?
See?
This is what I was
It's
talking
because
about.
I'm trying to get over you guys.
No. This is we could be sitting here silent. When you feel passionate about a thing,
Your
the
fire gets lit.
volume goes ramps way up. They know what I'm talking about. They've heard you. You're the one that doesn't hear you because you don't realize that you've.
Alright. So wash your glasses,
Wash your
clean your
legs.
devices, use soap and water. Gel is not necessary.
Don't use soap and water on your cell phone.
No.
If you do
Actually-
Why does it feel like you have to tell people
I
that?
know, right? If you do
Actually-
that, send us a picture.
We mean actually. There is no actually here.
Someone put out a video, I think it was CNET or someone along those lines, saying don't use antibacterial gel on your phones because it destroys the finish on the glass. To use soft soap and a cotton, like a makeup thing, like the
No, but why-
cotton pads.
Why do you care about the finish on the phone?
Does it make the glass
You
weaker?
talking about the front
Yeah.
glass, the one that you're looking through,
front
or
one.
the back glass?
Both.
Yeah, but who cares about the back?
But
it's
it
on, it's
also-
in a case anyway.
It also damages the front glass. So they were saying,
In what way?
I don't know. I just know that they said
Scratches, abrasion.
I don't know.
Cloudy.
I don't know.
With a chance of meatballs.
They just said to use regular soft hand soap, like the regular hand soap, and then put it on a cotton pad and clean it that way, and then a damp cotton pad and wipe it off.
Why not just
So-
use Windex?
You don't want to spray Windex on
You
your.
don't want to spray anything
Anything.
on an
No, don't
electronic
spray it on your
device.
phone. Spray it on a thing and wipe your phone
You could.
down. Like
could.
you clean every other glass.
No. That's good for the glass, but Windex is not antibacterial.
Now I use hand sanitizer on a cotton pad on my case. But my case is my phone is completely encased in my.
You want some?
No, I don't need your gel, man. I have soap all over the house.
We said this last week. Stop buying up all the toilet paper. Crazy people.
They just found a truck with 18,000 pounds of stolen toilet paper.
What the frick is wrong with
A semi-trailer full of 18,000 pounds of
you?
stolen.
We're not
stolen
gonna
toilet paper.
produce more fecal matter just because of the news.
You know that girls use it for more than just poo.
True, but
You're not going to produce more.
two
of it.
people are not going to produce more just because you're scared. Unless you fear poop.
TP! I think it's funny. I'm telling you, man. Just everybody get a bidet.
I would listen.
be hilarious.
If I could have a bum gun, I would have a bum gun.
Hey, stop saying bum gun. Nobody knows what that is.
If you live in Thailand or Malaysia, you do.
No, it's just a.
It's just a
it's
sprayer,
just
like
a sprayer from a kitchen sink.
Yeah,
That's
like-
all it is.
And it's attached to the water
They know
line
what that
in
is.
at your toilet, and it's mounted to the wall. And when you go, you spray yourself.
But how do you dry?
I always use TP to dry,
There's-
but I didn't
see, you
use
still
nearly
need
as
TP.
but I didn't use nearly as much TP as I did as I do when I
Also,
don't
I
have one.
could never get the hang of that. I didn't even.
You just
know.
you just basically took a shower.
Yeah, I did not know.
Which you
how to
could
work
do
that thing.
because there was a drain somewhere and all the water would go down the drain, and so
Yeah.
it didn't really matter in Thailand. You could take a shower.
In Malaysia, you gotta be careful because the pressure is really high on there. Blow a butt cheek off. It's not comfortable.
I ain't gonna blow no butt cheek off, trust me.
It's not nice.
Butt cheeks are a little bit attached. So how else have? Okay, we know what's happening in the U.S. I don't think much is happening here in Mexico. It looks like
Well-
schools are closed, but as far as like social distancing and all that other stuff, I don't think any of those things are really
So-
happening here.
I get a press release several times a day from the government that comes through our school from the principal. And so I then have to open the thing and then I have to translate the thing so I can read it.
Really, nobody needs those details.
But sometimes I wonder if I'm not getting the translation right, because that happens. But the Mexican president said they're not starting social distancing until Monday the 23rd of March.
I would
on-
say October.
On Monday they
A little
start
too late.
the social distancing part.
But what does that mean?
That people shouldn't have, shouldn't congregate in places, and you shouldn't, have parties, and you shouldn't go out to eat, and blah blah blah. Now, for the last 3 days, I've been getting text messages from Uber Eats saying support your local restaurants and order food at free delivery cost, because I'm sure they're all struggling right now. I ordered groceries yesterday. Now the hoarding has started here.
Where?
In Mexico. It's in Puebla. It started. The hoarding is starting. With the hoarding in foods. So I ordered simple things: potatoes, broccoli, cauliflower, onions, blah blah. Barbecue
all
sauce,
the
mushrooms.
those the things that didn't come last night.
Right.
So they're all things that didn't come.
That's
I ordered the simple things, the things like the staples. I tried to order some rice. It didn't come. It wasn't even available to order. I tried to order some beans. Not even an option. There's a whole list of things that we normally order, and that they weren't even available. It was just out of the 30 something things that I ordered, we got like 12 of them. And only half of the amount. So if I ordered 2 packs of the Johnsonville chicken whatever, I only got 1. Because I think I ordered 4 packs of each, or 2 packs of each flavor, and I only got 1 of each flavor.
Yeah, I absolutely do not think that Mexican culture is going to see until it's too late. They're not going to see this as something that they need to be proactive about. Granted, you all know that my take on Mexico and being proactive, they're absolutely not proactive as a culture. So their skepticism in the face of what's happening all around the world, all around them, is psycho. And to have a president or anybody that people look up to as an example of how to behave and they're just, I mean, the idea of putting a microphone in the middle of a bunch of people and then having a rally, a political rally, that is psycho.
Yeah, it is.
We've discontinued in the States gatherings like that, and the people that were talking were on stages away from people because that's just how we do it. Could you imagine being in a group of people shoulder to shoulder?
No.
What?
Well,
How psycho are you? I mean, you're not. You may not be touching them, but
You're this
standing
close.
right next to them and they cough, they sneeze, you don't know they won't know that they're contagious for another 3 weeks.
Well, I thought it was
crazy?
really crazy because on Tuesday when we went to work, we were told that we had to go and have a meeting so that they could tell us everything that we needed to know. And I thought that it was all going to be all the teachers in one space and then blah, blah, blah. But right Monday evening, they said no groups bigger than 6 people can be together. Or 10 people, the Mexican government.
I thought that was only the U.S.
No, 10 people, Mexican government. They changed it. So there were only 6 of us or 8 of us in the classroom, and they, gave us the information. But then I went upstairs to my classroom to start taking my personal things down, and 2 of the teachers came past and said, hey, we have to go to the elementary school office. We have to sign this paper. And I was like, okay. So I go, and here are all the teachers at one time in a line to sign these papers.
Well, what do you expect if you tell everybody to go to a place?
Well, at the same damn time.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
Here I am trying to stay, 3 feet from anybody. And I'm looking, and in the line, all the teachers are like touching one another and close, and what?
What was the point?
So then I worked Wednesday for a short time just to finish up the stuff I needed to do, sign more papers. And then Friday we had to go in and sign more papers. And when I got there, well, the one was life insurance on Wednesday, but then the other one, I don't know what we signed. I have no idea what I signed. But when we got there, we were all in a line at the entrance of the school, the back entrance of the school, and we had to get our temperatures checked, sign a paper that we didn't have a fever, and then we had to go and sign another paper for the government Secretary of Education. But we're still in a big group of people, and we're all using the same damn pen.
I mean, basically, they should have just kept school going.
Yeah.
Because they're still going to be. I was listening to Back at the Theater. Thank you. And they had a doctor on there, one of Menelik's friends, and I don't think people here really get that they need to not be touching other people, that they need to do these things because the numbers are going to go up really, really quickly, and then it's going to feel like a freaking emergency, but it's not going to happen for a few weeks.
Right.
And all of those people that were in that situation all came together, and then they all separated. You don't know who's sick. You don't know who is symptomatic. They all don't have a fever, but they all could be carrying and passing on, and they won't know it. There's no way to know. That's the problem that everybody has right now. Do you self-quarantine? Well, what if you start to, you've been in contact with so many people over the last few days, maybe you should self-quarantine because you don't know if you have it or not, and you just may be a person that has no symptoms, but you have it and you are passing it along. That's the scary part. And people, I don't understand why anybody, if you're from a culture that is very touchy-feely, don't you think that your touchy-feely ass should not be around people? Because you're going to be passing it along without knowing it. You don't know one way or the other. And I think how people behave in the face of not having good information, that is part of the problem. It's because when some people don't have information, they end up saying, okay, well, it's not a big deal, we'll all just not worry about it. Or you don't have a lot of information, become overly cautious and start buying lots of TP. Like that helps.
Yeah,
so, if you want to follow the Traveling Farrs, you can find us on the YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, iTunes, Spotify, and the Google Podcast. Wasn't there something else? Wasn't something supposed to get added to that list?
Yeah, your new podcast.
No, something else. I thought, maybe not. I thought there was another place. You know, where you get your podcast.
Wherever fine podcasts are sold.
Or given away for free. The Traveling Farrs, if you like the Instagram or the Twitters. Traveling Farrs, if you like the email, travelingfars@gmail.com. And the blog space, thetravelingfars.blueberry.net. No E's in the Blueberry. Lots of stuff going up. Trying to do at least one part of a show per day. Usually around 10 a.m. So keep a lookout for that. Play it for your kids. No, actually don't play us for your kids. Yeah, trust me, you don't want to do that. They're going to have questions about shit.
Yeah.
But there is the funny. The funny is definitely in there somewhere because, boy, you never know what I might find to put into one of our videos because we just did this one. I don't know what's going in here until I sit down over at the desk. And then it becomes, oh boy.
Yep.
There is some funny going on. Like Shaq's haircut from last week. Or the week before.
Loves all women.
I love all women.
You laughed at that so hard.
Yeah, boy.
Several hours that one.
Telling you, man. Just, you never know. All I can say is you never know. Just keep watching, man. Just keep watching because you can tell it what's going to happen. Right? Love all women.
The hands.
Say goodbye to people, man. Say goodbye to people.